Hello and welcome to another practice. So today is all about that playfulness and that inner child. We are going to be working through a few twists and we're going to be finishing with a nice long hold. Now, I recommend that you grab either a bolster or if you've got lots of cushions, you could get those, or if you've got blocks, then get those. Actually, definitely get your block if you've got one. I shall grab mine as well. Now, as we are all about kind of coming into that inner child and playfulness, you're going to come down and we're going to get started in our child's pose. You're going to take the knees nice and wide, and we're just going to start slowly today. Reach the hands forward and allow the forehead just to melt down onto the mat. So just taking some time to check in with the breath. Just noticing the quality of the breath. Is it deep? Is it shallow? Is it fast? Is it slow? And just feeling all the parts of the body connecting to your mat right now. The shins, the tops of the feet, the hands, the forearms, the forehead. And walking the hands around to the right side as far as they can go, starting to deepen the breath and open through the left side body. Walk those hands back through center, take the hands over to the left side, reach them as far as they can go again. And opening through the right side body. And coming all the way back through center. And start to reach the hands out long, bottom comes high for our extended puppy pose. So that bottom is pinging up towards the sky. Draw in through the core. So lifting through Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Really finding that length through the spine here. And then walking those hands up into an all fours position. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, find that lift again. Exhale, round. Coming back to neutral. So ground down into both hands and then the left knee. And then lift up the right knee out to the side. So you're like a little peeing dog. And start to make circles with that knee. So working into the hip joint. Make those circles as big as you can, firing up the core as you do so. And then going in the other direction. One more going this way. And then take that right leg out to the side. So you're still on the left knee, right leg's out to the side. And start to walk the hands forwards again, coming to an extended puppy. This time we're getting into a nice stretch through the right side of the groin. And then from here, finding a little twist. So the right leg is out, the right arm is going to go underneath the left, and then the left arm is up to the sky. So we've got limbs going everywhere. Option to bring the palms together and find that pressure through the hands, just opening the chest a little more. If this feels really uncomfortable, you can take a little bend through that right knee, or you can just bring it back if you want to modify, coming to the original extended puppy. And then release the palms. Just unravel yourself, coming back to reach those arms out long. And then come back onto all fours. Keep the right leg where it is just for a moment. Now keep that right leg straight. Power through that leg. Lift it up straight to the side and pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release it down. Have a little shift of the hips side to side. Take an inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lift again. Exhale, round. Coming back to neutral, ground through both hands and into the right knee. Keep the left leg bent, lift up that knee, and then start to work those circles again. Nice big circles, opening into the hip socket. Also waking up the core, going the other direction. Nice. Now, just come up and take that left leg out to the side. So I'm still on my right leg, same on the other side. Left leg is going out to the side. And I'm going to reach my hands forwards and find that extended puppy posture again, but just with a little bit of an extra addition of working into the hips, the groin. And then taking the twist. So the left hand comes underneath the right. Side of the head goes down. Right arm lifts up to the sky. Gazing up. And then the option, of course, to bring the palms together and get even deeper into your twist. No worries if you can't take this variation. It's slightly trickier with the leg out because there's a little bit more resistance there. So if you can't quite find it with the palms together, no worries. And then gently unraveling, reach those arms all the way long. And then walking the hands back up onto all fours. Left leg now lifts and we pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release and just give yourself a little shift side to side. Place the hands down near the top of the mat. Tuck under the toes, fly the bottom back. Downward facing dog. And take what you need here today from your downward facing dog. Maybe a shake, a nod of the head, a wiggle of the hips, and pedaling through the feet. Checking in with the breath. Taking as much movement as you'd like here for a few more breaths. Again, be playful with your movement. Doesn't need to be structured or rigid. Try to find some fluidity. Couple more breaths here. On an inhale, wave the body forwards. Let's wake up that spine. Come forwards to a high plank. Bend the elbows, bottom lifts high. Take it back up to the sky. Inhale, lift forwards. And exhale, take it back. Powering through those arms as you go. One more time, inhale forwards. Exhale back. Okay, from this downward facing dog, just step the feet in slightly and you're going to place the right foot closer to the hands. Now, we're going to take a couple of little split jumps, and you can be taking yourself up to handstand if you wish, if you're there. If not, it's going to look something like this. You're going to switch this right leg with the left. Okay? The other variation is to take it a little bit higher, and then maybe you take it up through a handstand. So I want you just to play around with it, doing each side. There's going to be one side that is going to be a little bit easier than the other, and that's going to be usually the leg that you kick up to with a handstand. So just keep switching. A few more times. And then step it back to a downward facing dog. Beautiful. Release that breath. And then start to walk the feet towards the hands. Take an inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, take a forward fold. Bend through the knees, reach the arms out long, and you're gonna roll back. You know this one well. You're gonna roll back, and then come back up to standing without using the hands. Another 4 times option to do it on one leg, alternating the legs as you go, coming up, all the way up. 3 more times. Roll around, feel into that playfulness. 1 more. Also an amazing exercise for the core. And then come to stand at the top of the mat in Tadasana. Just take a moment, feet are together, hands down by the sides. Check in with the body, check in with the breath. Just feeling into that heartbeat. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the left knee, take the right arm up. Exhale, release. Inhale, take the left arm up, bend the right knee. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the chest, create space again. Exhale, place the hands, step or float back, lowering down through chaturanga or down to the knees. Inhale, lift the chest, create space. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Now, option to step those feet in a little bit and then take the right hand to the outside of the left leg, seeing if you can take that gaze underneath the left arm. And really start to work and engage with your Ujjayi breath, opening, creating space in the body. And then release. Take it to the other side. Hello. Powering through that right arm. And release. Take 1 more breath in your downward facing dog. And then when you're ready, either step or float. Really try today to start to work. If you don't usually work those little jumps and those floats, use today as your day to float everywhere. Lift the chest, create space. Exhale, fold down over both legs. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, the hands through heart center. Inhale, take those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right arm goes up, left arm bends. Left leg, sorry. Right hand comes down, exhale. Inhale, left arm up, right leg bends. Exhale. Inhale, create space. Exhale, place the hands, step or float back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up to the sky. And then draw that right knee across to the left elbow. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the right leg all the way back to the sky. Release it down to your downward facing dog. Left leg goes high. Left knee to right elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it all the way up. And release it down. Take a moment here. On your next inhale, step or float the feet to the hands, lift the chest, create space. Exhale, fold down over both legs. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, the hands through heart center. Now hinge at the hips, bend the knees, sweep the arms up by the ears, and then bring those hands to heart center. Really feeling into the depth through the legs here. Take an inhale, find length. Exhale, twist towards the right. Don't hook the elbow just yet. So use the obliques, use the torso and the muscles you've got. Work actively here. And then hook that left elbow over the right knee. Getting that twist. Bring it back through center. Inhale, stay low in the legs. Take it to the other side. Don't hook just yet. Stay connected to the breath. And then you can hook that right elbow over the left knee. Keep the knees together. And come back through center. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, create space. Exhale, place the hands, step or float back, lower down, chaturanga or down to the knees. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot between the hands. Let's find warrior one. Either having that back heel down in a traditional warrior one, or you can flip the back heel up to modify. Just holding here for an extra breath. And then we're going to take that little split jump again. So we're going to switch to left side warrior, but you're taking the split jump. You're not working through a vinyasa. So place the hands down. Take the split jump. Gracefully land back. You might have to readjust. And reach those arms all the way up. Nice. Well done. Lifting all the way through the core. Crown of the head is tall. Exhale, place the hands down, step it back to plank, and work down through your vinyasa, meeting back in a downward facing dog. And then this time, you're going to step the left foot between the hands, come back to find that warrior one, lift it up, reach it high. And then again, the same split jump, but obviously this time we're on the other side. So find the positioning, take the little jump, switch the legs. Remember, it does not matter how big it is or how close you go to handstand. Have some fun with it. Reach the arms up. And then float those hands down. Take it all the way back to plank and vinyasa your way all the way back to a downward facing dog. Just taking a moment here. Always the option to just have a little shift through the hips, through the knees, or wiggle through the shoulders. On your next inhale, step or float the feet to the hands, lift the chest, create space, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back to find Utkatasana, sweep the arms up. And then bring those hands back to heart center again. Twist towards the right. Hold for one. Then take the hook. Nice. Well done. Gazing all the way up. Come back through center. Keep that bottom low. Twist towards the left. Don't take the hook just yet. Then find that hook. Let's make the twist a little deeper. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, create space. Exhale, place the hands, step or float back, lower down, chaturanga or down to the knees. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, warrior one, sweep the arms up. Now flip that back heel up if it's not already. Take the left arm forwards and the right arm back, gaze behind you. And if you'd like to, you could place that right hand down towards the back knee. Take a little reverse revolved warrior. Now start to windmill the hands all the way back down to the floor. We've got to do our little switch kick through a sort of handstand. Left leg comes down. Land it back in the warrior one. Flip the back heel up. Now right arm comes forwards, left arm comes back. Beautiful. Revolved reverse warrior. Take that right arm up to the sky, gazing behind. And then starting to float those hands down. Step it back and work through your vinyasa. Meeting back in a downward facing dog. On an inhale, step the left foot forwards. Sweep those arms up, flip the back heel. Again, take the right arm forwards, left arm back. Maybe find that reverse warrior. Lifting all the way up. And then windmill the hands. Remember, we've got to do our little switch kick on this side now. So push through the hands, power through the legs. Take it up, switch it over, reach those arms up. You're doing so well. Flip that back heel up. Right arm back, left arm forwards. Reverse warrior here. So good. And then release, ground down through the hands, step it back to a high plank, and start to work your way through your vinyasa, meeting back in a downward facing dog. The option, come down, find a child's pose for a moment, or stay in your downward facing dog, or the option to take a little few breaths of playing around with pincher. So wherever you're at, just checking in and doing what it is that your body needs. You know, this playfulness that we're working with doesn't mean that we need to constantly be push, push, push. If pincher playtime is working for you, then definitely go for it. But if a child's pose is calling your name, then absolutely take it. Okay, one more breath wherever you are. And then you're going to make your way back through a downward facing dog. You're going to step the right foot between the hands. And you're going to start to lift up into your lunge. Now, you can modify here by taking the back knee down. Hands come to heart center. Take a nice big inhale, find that length, and then take that twist over the right knee. So left elbow, right knee. Opening up here. You might want to have your block down by the side of you as well. Option to open up through the arms. Now, a little bit of a challenge. There's going to be wobbles. We're probably all going to fall. We want to get from this place here into a revolved half moon. So we're going to push up and then find, beautiful. Maybe fingertips down, maybe fingertips on a block. If you've got your block, keep it with you. And you're going to place that back foot down for a revolved trikonasana. Fingertips are up, squaring the hips, gaze up to the sky. Whoop. Okay, now if you've got your block, you're going to want to take it with you. We're going to windmill the arms all the way over, pivot the feet towards the back of the mat, hands come to heart center, and we would take that revolved side angle. Beautiful. So just working towards the back of the mat now. Option to open out those arms. So we're obviously onto the left leg. And then we're going to push off those legs and see if we can come to find the balance in the revolved half moon. So it's one of those postures, this and revolved trikonasana, that if you're not somebody that likes doing square hips, it is so mentally frustrating. Welcome to my world. Step it back, find your revolved trikonasana. Left arm is up to the sky. Can you take the gaze with it? Well done. Breathing here. And then float that left arm down, frame the foot. Step it all the way back to high plank. So you're still facing the back of your mat and vinyasa your way through. Meeting back in a downward facing dog. Okay, now your option, either taking a child's pose, maybe you want to play around with some pincher again, or you're going to take 5 bunny hops. They can be teeny tiny. They can be the tiniest bunny rabbit hops you ever did see. Maybe you want to start working towards that tuck towards handstand. What I recommend doing is stepping those feet in slightly so that you can shift the shoulders over the wrists, then taking the bend in the knees, elbows try to stay straight, and then we just come to hit the bottom with the heels 5 times. And then stepping it all the way back to a downward facing dog. Take a nice big releasing breath. Okay, you're going to step the left foot between the hands, reach the arms all the way up, keep your block by the side of you. Hands come to heart center. Obviously, you can modify down on the back knee for this one. Twist over the left. So right elbow comes over the left knee. Can you take that gaze up? Really checking in with the breath now. Staying connected after those jumps as well. The heart rate quickens. So really connecting to the breath is super important. Now, coming back to find that revolved Ardha Chandrasana on the left side. Beautiful. Find that balance. Step the back foot down. Find revolved Trikonasana. Keep breathing. Keep opening, gazing high. Keeping your block with you as you lift all the way up. Pivot the whole way around. Put your block down, hands to heart center. Take the twist over the right leg. We're back where we started. Gaze goes high. The option to open out the arms. And then push it all the way forwards, finding your revolved half moon. Working into that balance, all of those wobbles. We're all probably wobbling, me, you, all together. Back foot comes down. Find the Trikonasana. Gaze up to the sky, right hand is up. Left hand either down towards the mat or down onto a block. And then release. Right hand comes down, they frame the foot, step it all the way back to your high plank and vinyasa. Inhale, lift the chest, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a child's pose if you need it, if you want it. If not, 5 bunny hops. This time, let's take... If you're looking for the next progression, rather than bunny hops with bent legs, you're going to see if you can keep the legs straight. You probably won't be able to go as high, but you're going to see if you can step forwards and keep the legs as straight as possible. It's going to be really good drill for your jump forwards to and from your vinyasa. So 5 of these. Trying to keep those elbows straight as you do it. And remember, they can be tiny, teeny, teeny, tiny. Release. Let's take a child's pose all together. Take those knees wide. And, well, you don't have to take the knees wide. You can have the knees wide or narrow. I do not mind, wherever you're feeling for. And just allow yourself to melt down into the mat. Just reconnect to the breath. And slowly bringing yourself all the way up. And come to sit down on your bottom. Now, I had an idea that I don't know is going to work for all of us. So, when I was a kid, and I went to kids' gymnastics, I think it was called Tumble Tots, we did this thing, and it was called like an around the world. And you rolled on your back, and you got to the other side in a straddle position. Probably doesn't make much sense to you, but we're going to give it a go. So how this works is you bring one leg towards the other, you can hold the leg, and then you roll on your back, and then this leg comes to meet it. And then you have that leg down, and you've gone to the other side of the mat. Please give it a go. Just see what happens. Maybe you end up like a beetle, like a dead beetle on your floor, just like, what am I doing here? Give it a go, going both ways. If you've got quite a lot of space, maybe I'll do mine this way. If your legs can go quite wide, then do that. I've got no idea what we're doing, but I know that we're being playful right now. Roll over, and come up. So FYI, this is toddler gymnastics, not yoga. Roll over. Oh, it's so, and then you can keep going. You can just keep going, keep rolling on your back, and finding the next one. Okay, Come to sit back in that straddle position on your mat. You are amazing. Thank you so much for humoring me and my toddler infant self. Let's take a moment and just start to walk the hands forwards. Find a forward fold here. Thinking about the thigh bone rolling behind you, coming back. And going just to wherever feels good. Maybe you're up on the hands, maybe the forearms, maybe you're all the way down, wherever you're at. Closing the eyes and just checking in. Okay, lifting all the way up. And then you're going to stretch it over to the left side. Sweep the right arm up and over again. Does not matter how far you go. Just opening through the side body. And coming back through center. And going over to the other side. So just feeling that breath now starting to soften through the body. Just slowly, the heart rate coming down as well. And then coming all the way up through center. Bring the legs together and you can be facing the front of your mat now. Hug the knees in, wrap the arms around you. Give yourself a big hug, maybe even taking the forehead down towards the knees. Nice. Coming to find Navasana, holding here. And then slowly, so slowly, lowering yourself down to the mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I got there a bit quickly. Vinyasa, or you can stay seated if you're not feeling for a vinyasa right now. That is absolutely fine. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then when you're ready, step or jump the feet through to seated. Land with your bottom down on your mat. And then grab your block and your cushions, your bolsters, whatever it is that you've got, and just have them handy by the side. Start to very, very slowly lower yourself down onto your back from here. And release. Hug those knees in. Take a little rock side to side. And take the arms out into a T shape. And dropping those knees over to the left side. Head goes over to the right. Option to take any leg variation you wish, just to intensify the twist. And close your eyes. Just really melting down now into the mat. And drawing those knees back through center, take them over to the other side. Head goes over to the left. And again, taking any leg variation that feels good. Eyes are closed, breath just traveling deeply, nourishing the body. And then bringing those knees back through center. Come to find a happy baby. What would a childlike practice be without a happy baby? And add some movement into your happy baby today. Maybe you don't usually, but taking that rocking side to side, massaging through the lower spine. And then releasing. Okay, we're going to finish up with a heart opening relaxation. So if you've got your block or your bolster, you're just going to place that behind you. I'm going to open up through the thoracic spine. Option as to what you do with your legs. You can take the legs out long like a shavasana, just drop them open. You could take a baddha konasana if that feels good. And you can just stack all of your things up to wherever you need them. And just make sure you've got something for your head to rest on. And the wider you take your arms, the more opening you're going to feel through the chest. And through the next few minutes of our practice, we're really focusing on this unlocking of the heart. Our little inner child, he or she, is in there somewhere, and we so often forget to connect. We forget to be playful. In our adult lives, with everything happening, it's just so normal that we get swept up in being serious. But let's just take a little bit of note from our inner child and connect to that playfulness, that light-hearted joy, being able to laugh at ourselves. And so as we stay here for a few minutes, see if you can just feel your heart space unlocking and letting her or him out. And just know that throughout these moments here, anything that arises, any feelings, emotions, just honor them and accept them, allow them to be present. When we open through the heart after a practice like this, it can be quite powerful, quite an emotional place to be. So just taking that time to honor yourself, knowing that you are not alone and that we are right here together. Very gently now, bringing the hands, interlacing them just behind the head. And as you engage those core muscles, coming up and giving your head a little helping hand as you come up to seated. And just take a moment before we finish the practice just to move the spine around a little bit. No set method here, just opening and closing the chest, working side to side. And then coming to find stillness. Placing one hand on top of the other. And today, this visualization, these hands on heart, quite literally connecting with your inner child. This sense of caring, protection, nurturing for whoever is in there. And like I said, allow him or her to come out to play. We'll seal our practice with one releasing breath. Inhale. Palms together. Namaste. Thank you so much for that flow, for doing it with me. Please do pop back onto the group and come and let us know how you got on with that practice. I look forward to seeing you on the mat again very, very soon. Bye-bye.